Hey guys, today I will show you how to make a cutting board out of a long stick of scrap wood. Before the start of the video, I want to raise awareness to all the pollution that is going around the world, to the speculation that if we don't stop, the damage will be irreversible. I recommend you watch Earth by Lil Dicky, link below. We love the earth. The first step will be to cut the wood in equal lengths. Consider that the added width of all your cut planks will amount to the length of your board. Don't fuss if you're a little bit off, since you can sand that later. The second step will be to glue the boards. Prepare 2 clamps and a flat surface. Put some thin paper to prevent the board from sticking to your surface. Then glue each plank together with some quality wood glue. I used Elmer's Wood Glue Max. Clump down the planks in the opposite direction as the cuts, and then squish the excess glue to cover up any gaps in the joints. Then get to sanding. To level everything correctly, I started with an 80 grit sandpaper. You can start with a lower one if your cuts weren't that accurate. Then I switched to a 120 to give it a nice surface finish. Depending on what you will use the board for, this step isn't necessary. We are going to be making little canals since this will be a meat cutting board and I don't want the blood spilling anywhere. First, I marked the wood in 3 places. The first marker was a mistake, so ignore it. The second marker marked the place that the router would move. The third marker marked where the railing for the marker would be. Then I started routing. You should preferably use a round drill bit since the canal would be easier to clean, but I only had a square one. This is not the only method, but the other is harder and had more risks. Skip ahead if you don't have access to a router. After routing, you will have to get a thin stick. Wrap sanding paper around it and sand the inside and sides of the canal. Finish it off by sanding with a 220 grit sanding paper. I want to note that this is part 1 of 2, since I need to get the necessary oil to preserve the cutting board, and I need to test it out. The alternative method of making the canal is using a binder and slowly carving the canal out. That's it for this week guys. Like if you enjoyed and remember to leave a comment with suggestions or any mistakes I made since I am always trying to improve. See you next week.